scholars from Bradford, Maulana Sharif his presence. We have obviously myself as well, my elder brother who's currently a Muhajir in Bradford, so he's staying there, so he's from Bradford. I don't want to mention everyone's name, this is one that I'm going to probably get choked on, so we have all of them here, mashallah, and we are forever grateful for their presence. And you know, one thing I just lost before I took the mic, if anybody ever says to you that the usher of the country, all that aside, there's one thing that unites every single alim today on this stage, which is the love of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Wallahi alim. Wallahi alim. It is by this, the love of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that all our hearts are united today. That's why the Imam says, that's my job. I come here and give you one share of the love. The Imam says, if you want to be successful in this dunya, this gathering is an epitome of this verse of the Imam. Unhe jana, unhe mana. The Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. These words have been requested before I call Shaykh Aslam Rashid, I'd like to call Imam Khalid, but inshallah he wants to say his words, I believe, and I will give him the responsibility of calling with the Shaykh as well. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa wala. I, at the beginning of the gathering, said if you're not really a speaker or a orator or a scholar for that matter, I come to these gatherings to learn from the ulama. But I want to please, with the utmost love, sincerity, inshallah, address Fadilat al-Shaykh Hassan Sahab, Hazrat Sayyid Allama Sayyid Samdani Sahab, and our beloved brother Babaria, So, as you can see, ये मुस्तफा जाने रहमत का एक गुलदस्ता आपके सामने और I'm only senior to you in age. बस ये बता दूँ और it's more than likely I'll end up in the lahab before you. तो आमीन ईमान अंदर उलमा आमीन। तो मैं रहा ना रहा इससे पहले ये बात कहकर मैं कहूँ कौन सी बात की देखो अल्लामा साहब पूरे खुलूस के साथ और मोहब्बत के साथ मैं अर्ज कर रहा हूँ। A few weeks ago when we met in Burdah and we had a conversation, during that conversation we mentioned something. Since that day, Hatta al-Yawm, I was going to be mentioning this to you in Bradford. Tabiat ne Sahara nahi kiya. I wasn't able to get out because my health is like a roller coaster. It's sometimes here, sometimes there and everywhere. Alhamdulillah. So I was going to be addressing you on stage there as well. You mentioned something and I want to give those words back to you and take a promise from you. आपने मुझे कहा था कि this year's, and look at Sunni Awam, they're all looking towards you, not me now, that this year's Burdah gatherings, this is going to be the final one, you said. आपने कहा था तो मैंने उस वक्त आपसे कहा था कि मौलाना whatever the reason may be for that decision of yours, number one, take it from us become thick-skinned. That's the first thing. ठीक है ना? दूसरी बात, आपके पीछे अल्लाह और उसके रसूल है. Because nobody praises the beloved except Allah gives them permission. और ये मुबालगा नहीं है, ये हुलूम नहीं है. This isn't exaggeration. We've heard this from our pious predecessors. The likes of Sahib al-Aqdas, Sayyidina al-Habib Umar bin Abdul Rahman al-Abbas rahimahullah ta'ala, hundreds of years ago. في وادي حضرموت. And our master Ala Hazrat Azim al-Barakat Shah Imam Ahmad Raza Khan Fazil Bahedi alayhi rahmatullah. And our masters globally, they have all been of the same opinion that when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam gazes at you, only then do you praise him. Only then do you teach his deen. Only then do you serve his deen. And when the Prophet invites you, only then do you attend his gathering. तो यहाँ उलमा को तो आपने बड़ी सजा की. मैं आवाम के लिए एक नारा लगाना चाहता हूँ. नारे तकबीर, नारे रिसालत, नारे रिसालत, नारे रिसालत. उलमा अहले सुन्नत, आवाम अहले सुन्नत. देखने मौलाना आप और हजरत आप, बबरिया आप, सुन्नी आवाम आप, लेकिन खुसूसी आप इन all serious में आप बात करें. इंशाअल्लाह करें और बातें ना छोड़ें. That you are going to carry on with these gatherings as long as you live. Inshallah. And these gatherings started in the masjid of Sheikh Asghar. So they're not going to stop until he says. आएगा ना या मौत आ जाए. लेकिन उसके बाद भी फिर नहीं रोकना. कब्र में जाकर पढ़ते रहना. उठते उठते हशर में कह देना मौला या संदे को संदे. अब अल्लाह हबीब का खैर करते हुए मौलाना आप वादा कर लेंगे. उठूंगा नहीं तब तक आप वादा करें. यानी माइक नहीं छोड़ूंगा तब तक आप वादा करें. आप वादा करें कहीं इंशाअल्लाह. नहीं मेरा इख्तिताम अभी हो रहा है. नहीं मेरा इख्तिताम अभी हो रहा है. आप वादा करें सही इंशाअल्लाह. जब तक अल्लाह तौफीक देगा इंशाअल्लाह कह देगा. देखो आप आवाम के सामने, उलमा के सामने अल्लाह के घर में कह रहे हैं. हजरत मेरे सर के ताज सैयद आदि आप इंशाअल्लाह कह रहे हैं. Keep blessing the community with these gatherings. Maybe this gathering, maybe one brother or one sister, this one gathering they attended, and this will be their source of salvation. This will happen. जब तक आप रहें, इंशाअल्लाह, every year we will carry on with these gatherings. ठीक है? Up and down the country, England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, ना अमेरिका जाना पढ़ने के लिए, ना ऑस्ट्रेलिया जाना, ना फ्रांस, ना अफ्रीका, ना इंडिया, पाकिस्तान जाएंगे. In the UK. कहीं इंशाअल्लाह. बस मुझे इतना कहना था. अल्लाह ताला आपको और इज्जत अता फरमाए, बरकत अता फरमाए. जैसा कि हमारे इमाम ने कहा है, काम हो ले तुमको जो राजी करे, ठीक हो नामे रज़ा तुम पे करो दुरूद. With these words I invite Fadilatul Shaykh Hazrat Allama Ustadul Ulama Sheikh Muhammad Asrar Rashid Hafidahullah Ta'ala wa Rahahu. Every single one of us here knows who he is, and though I'm older than him in age, we can't be compared, because he's someone who, alhamdulillah, is grounded in Quran and Sunnah, and he has called people towards Allah and His Messenger for many years. He is prolific not only in his speech but his action as well. I've known Sheikh Asrar Rashid for more than 10 years, coming close to 20 years now. जब हमारी तारियां छोटी छोटी थी ना, तो उस ज़माने में we used to sit together और एक दूसरे के साथ मुलाकात होती थी. Life has happened and we've grown up now. But Sheikh Asrar, the passion that he had, and I'm not saying this because he's here, I'm saying this from what these eyes have seen, the passion that he had for the deen then, more than a decade ago, we're coming close to 20 years now. The passion that he had then, the same passion he has now. The same yearning he had for goodness for people then, the same he has now. Allah Azza wa Jal grant him a long life, iman, and increase in beneficial knowledge, and make the ummah benefit through him. I call upon Hazrat Fadilul Shaykh Ustad al-Ulama, Shaykh Muhammad Asrar Rashid, to please address us. Nare Takbir, Nare Risala, Ulama Ahl Sunnah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi hamdan shakirin, wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik ala sayyidina Muhammad طب القلوب ودوائها ونور الابصار وضيائها وعافيه الابدان والشفائها، وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد كلما ذكرك الذاكرون وغفل عن ذكرك الغافلون. I want to relate my words today, inshallah ta'ala, to the verse in Surah At-Tawbah, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, قُلْ إِنْ كَانَ آبَاؤُكُمْ. Say, in who is commanded to say, Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is commanded to convey to us, قُلْ, say, إِنْ كَانَ آبَاؤُكُمْ. Say, if your fathers, meaning your ancestors, your grandfathers, everyone, آبَاؤُكُمْ وَأَبْنَاؤُكُمْ, and your progeny, your sons, your progeny, وَإِخْوَانُكُمْ, and your brothers, وَأَزْوَاجُكُمْ, and your partners, your azwaj, وَعَشِيرَتُكُمْ, and those who surround you from your tribe and lineage, وَعَشِيرَتُكُمْ, وَأَمْوَالٌ اقْتَرَفْتُمُوهَا, and wealth, اقْتَرَفْتُمُوهَا, that you have what? Accumulated. In this day and age, the bank accounts, people, they gather money. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَتِجَارَةٌ تَخْشَوْنَ كَسَادَهَا, and trade that you feel what? تَخْشَوْنَ كَسَادَهَا, that the trade will what? Diminish. Trade that we do business. وَمَسَاكِنُ تَرْضَوْنَهَا, and masakin mean houses. Masakin تَرْضَوْنَهَا, that you are pleased with. How many things are mentioned here? Firstly was what? Your ancestors, your fathers. Secondly was what? Your children, your progeny. And by the way, the young children, save them from aim. When you place the child on the stage, the sunnah is what? Place your hand on the child, recite Surah Al-Ikhlas 7 times, Surah Al-Falaq 7 times, Surah Al-Nas 7 times. Save them from aim. وَأَبْنَاؤُكُمْ, your children that you take pride in. People take pride in the number of people that they have to support them. And then إِخْوَانُكُمْ, your brothers. And what else? Spouses, أَزْوَاجُكُمْ. And what else? عَشِيرَتُكُمْ. And what else? The wealth that you accumulate, that people take pride in the wealth. And what else? Tijara, trade. تَخْشَوْنَ كَسَادَهَا, that you fear that the trade will fail. What else? Masakin, houses. People today, they buy houses with the riba, with interest, usually, and they take pride in this. All of this dunya. If this dunya is what? Habba ilaykum. Ahabba ilaykum. More beloved to you than what? Min Allah. Than Allah. Wa Rasulihi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and his messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. وَجِهَادٍ فِي سَبِيلِهِ, and jihad in the way of Allah. فَتَرَبَّصُوا, then await, حَتَّى يَأْتِيَ اللَّهُ بِأَمْرِهِ, until Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will come down with His command. وَاللَّهُ, and indeed Allah, Allah, لَا يَهْدِي الْقَوْمَ الْفَاسِقِينَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not guide a nation. Al-Qawm is what people who stand up from Qiyam. Al-Fasiqeen. What is Al-Fasiqeen? When you have a date and the skin of the date comes off, this is Fasaqa al-Tamr, that the skin has come off the date. Al-Fasiq is the one who leaves the commands of Allah and His Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. This verse summarizes everything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and jihad in the way of Allah should be more beloved to us than the dunya, than everything in the dunya. Until then, Al-Imam Abdul Wahhab al-Sha'rani rahimahullah ta'ala, he mentions that Al-Imam al-Hasan al-Basri rahimahullah reprimanded people who quote the hadith, Al-Mar'u ma'a man ahab, a person is with the ones he loves. He reprimanded them by saying that if you do not act upon the requirements of the Quran and Sunnah, then this does not apply to you. So this verse of Surah At-Tawbah tells us that we must love Allah and His Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and jihad in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala more than everything which is material. This is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says elsewhere in Al-Quran Al-Kareem, زُيِّنَ لِلنَّاسِ, has been ornamented for people. زُيِّنَ لِلنَّاسِ حُبُّ الشَّهَوَاتِ, the love of what desires, shahwat, مِنَ النِّسَاءِ, from women, the desire of women, وَالْبَنِينَ, progeny, وَالْقَنَاطِيرِ الْمُقَنْطَرَةِ مِنَ الذَّهَبِ وَالْفِضَّةِ. Al-Qanatir is plural of qintar, piled up heaps of what? Gold and silver. In today's day and age, money. وَالْقَنَاطِيرِ الْمُقَنْطَرَةِ مِنَ الذَّهَبِ وَالْفِضَّةِ وَالْخَيْلِ الْمُسَوَّمَةِ, horses that have been marked. In today's day and age, cars. People like pieces of metal that take you from A to B. They fall in love with this dunya. وَالْخَيْلِ الْمُسَوَّمَةِ وَالْأَنْعَامِ, what is al-an'am? Cattle, meaning cultivating the land, and cattle for milk, meaning produce. وَالْحَرْثِ, what is al-harth? Cultivation. ذَلِكَ مَتَاعُ الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا, that is the enjoyment of the worldly life. It won't last. وَاللَّهُ عِنْدَهُ حُسْنُ الْمَآبِ, with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the greater reward when you return back. Al-Ma'ab, when you go back. These two verses of Al-Quran Al-Kareem summarize for us that we as Muslims must love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam more than the material world. So when we observe عدم الاستقامة, that people, they do not have al-istiqamah, they do not stay on the straight and narrow, sawa al-sabil, they become munharif, they deviate. This is because of love of the dunya. This is one of the main reasons. And this is why Imam Sufyan al-Thawri rahimahullah ta'ala said that the cure of the religion is what? Ilm. The disease is what? Money. When the alim takes money and becomes obsessed with money, then how can he be a tabib? How can he be a doctor when he sells his religion? And this is why Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam described this time. He said that a time will come upon people, يُصْبِحُ الْمَرْءُ مُسْلِمًا وَيُمْسِي كَافِرًا. People will wake up in the morning as Muslims, in the evening they will become kafirs. And then what did he say? يَبِيعُ أَحَدُهُمْ دِينَهُ بِعَرَضٍ مِنَ الدُّنْيَا. One of them will sell his religion away. He will give his religion away. بِعَرَضٍ مِنَ الدُّنْيا, because some of the dunya has been given to him. Wallahi, even if you are earning less money, there is more barakah in your money than if you are earning haram money and selling your religion to the enemies of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A man may be earning loads of money through haram or through the enemies of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but his money will become a curse upon him and his children. But another man, he will not sell his religion. He may earn less, but when he goes home, he only has lentils, but he enjoys it like he has had a platter of meat. And the other man, he will go home, he may order platters and platters of meat, but an illness will occur within him. He may go to the doctor and spend all his money, or his child will become a gambler or a drug dealer or a drug addict. There will be no barakah in his money. يَبِيعُ أَحَدُهُمْ دِينَهُ بِعَرَضٍ مِنَ الدُّنْيا. Why arad? It doesn't last. You can have the dunya, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in those verses, but they will only last for a short time. And this is why Imam al-A'mash, and we are Salafi. Why are we Salafi? Because we follow the way of Salaf al-Salihun, the Quran al-Kareem, and the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. You might be surprised, Imam Sayyid Muhammad al-Hashimi, rahimahullah, the Shaykh Abdul Rahman al-Shahuri, would sign off his name as Muhammad al-Hashimi al-Salafi al-Athari al-Ash'ari. And our Shaykh Sayyid Muhammad bin Alawi would write al-Maliki al-Salafi, meaning ascription to al-Salaf al-Salihun. Al-Imam al-A'mash rahimahullah ta'ala, he says that becoming an alim of the deen has now become a hirfa. What is hirfa? An occupation. People do it for the money. Do not sell your deen for the dunya. If you do not sell your deen for the dunya, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you izzah in the dunya and izzah in the akhirah. Some of our mashayikh, they would wear simple clothes, they would walk around with simple clothes, but they would look very smart. So someone asked, what is the sir, the secret that these shuyukh, they do not wear expensive clothes, but they look very smart? Someone said to them that they have taqwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in private. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes them look good in public. So never sell your deen for dunya. So when we look at Adam al-Istiqamah, people are not al-Mustaqim, one of the reasons is selling your deen for dunya. But another reason can be hasad. What is hasad? Hasad is envy in such a way that you wish that the good thing that is with someone is removed from them. If the Burdah al-Madih is being sung up and down the country and people are attending, it gives joy to the heart that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is being praised. If bid'ah is being refuted, it gives joy to the heart that the Ahlul Bid'ah are being refuted. If the enemies of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are being refuted, the occupiers of Palestine are being refuted, it gives joy to the heart that there are people who stand up for the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But there will always be al-hasideen. What is hasad? I will tell everyone, before you leave this hall today, firstly, make and resolve an intention that everyone will pray their salah al-fajr in the morning. Yes, before we leave this hall, that we all do tawbah, repent to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those who have been gambling, those who have been drinking alcohol, even though I haven't this yet in the world. But those who may have, or may be listening, those who have been gambling, those who have been drinking, those who have been committing zina, fornication and adultery, wal-iyadu billah, those who have been backbiting, those who have been spreading rumors, do tawbah before you leave the hall, inshaAllah ta'ala. Yes, but we also do tawbah from al-amrad al-batina, the inward disease. Rahimahullah ta'ala states, the inward disease is worse than the outward sin. Why? Because the person who has the inward disease, he walks around with the disease and the angels keep writing disease. So let me tell you one of the bad outcomes of al-hasad. This is mentioned by Imam Ismail al-Haqi, rahimahullah ta'ala, the author of Ruh al-Bayan. It's also cited by al-Jawahir al-Lu'iyya, Sharif al-Arba'in al-Nawawiyya, rahimahullah, that a man was close to the Sultan, Muslim Sultan. When he would sit, the Sultan would turn to him and take his advice. This placed hasad, envy in the heart of one of the onlookers. So what he did, he had hasad, envy. So what he did, he told the Sultan that the man who sits next to you, he thinks that your breath smells. So the king said, how can I ascertain this? The man said, when he will talk to you, he will have his mouth covered. So he invited the man who was close to the king to his home and fed him a meal and placed in the meal what? Garlic. A thum. Placed garlic in the food. And then he said to him, you will be sitting in the court of the king, the sultan. When you talk to him, cover your mouth because you may offend him with the smell of the garlic. So the man went to the court of the king, and when he would talk to the king, he would cover his face. So that the king became certain that this man believes my breath smells. He became insulted. So he wrote a letter. In the letter, he wrote a command to the general of the army. He said, the carrier of this letter, when he comes to you, strip him of his skin and then fill his skin with hay. So he sealed the letter and he said to the man, go and give this to the general of the army. So the man took the letter, he walks through the palace on his way to the general. On his way, he meets the envious man. The envious man says, where are you going? He says, the king has given me a letter to pass on to the general. The envious man says, no, pass the letter here. You cannot deliver the letter. He said, but you would agree. He said, no, give me the letter. So he took the letter. He went and gave the letter to the general. The general opens the letter. And remember, those generals were ruthless. Not so different to some of the generals we have in the world today. He says, I have been commanded to kill you and then strip your skin and then fill it with hay. And the man said, this letter was not intended for me, it was for such and such. He said, no, I have been told the recipient of the letter, the one who did that, he was deceived. So this is why they say, Man hafara bi'ran li akhihi waqa'a fihi. Whoever digs a well for his brother, he will fall into it himself. Do not dig a hole for your brother, because you will fall into that hole yourself. Ikhlas is important when we do da'wah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Otherwise, what happens? If a man is corrupted by hasad, or he is corrupted by wealth and love of shuhra. Now let me mention something. So many times people come up to me and they mention views on videos, likes on social media. Wallahi, this is a disease of the heart. The hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, narrated by Imam Abu Dawud in his Sunan and Imam Ahmad in his Musnad, ما ذئبان جائعان ما ذئبان جائعان. Two hungry wolves are not بأفسد more corrupting لدين الرجل for the religion of a man أرسل في الغنم. So ما ذئبان جائعان أرسل في الغنم. Two hungry wolves that have been sent out into a flock of goats. What will happen if two hungry wolves go into a flock of goats? They will eat them. بأفسد لدين المرء are not more corrupting for the religion of a man من حبه than his love for what? المال والجاه, for wealth and status. for love of wealth and status. That for wealth and status people sell their religion. That you will receive extra money if you go to the Shia, for instance, or if you go to another group, you will receive more money, or you will receive a jar, that you will receive more views and likes. It finishes your religion. It finishes your deen. So many times I get contacted by the Shia, by the Salafis, so many different groups who invite me to big gatherings. They offer things. How many times have people from the Home Office contacted to take up positions that would fill your pockets? Your pockets would be deep. How much will the Yahud pay people to sell off their religion today? But I tell you, there is no barakah in singing Burdah al-Madih. There is no barakah in this. There is no barakah of serving Al-Quran al-Kareem and the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and sticking to the aqaidah of the Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Defending the aqidah Tahawiyah. Teach the Tahawiyah everywhere, up and down the country. There is more barakah than associating with Ahlul Bidah. So why do people deviate? Because they fall for al-mal wal-jah. And Imam al-Hasan al-Basri rahimahullah ta'ala said, very rarely an alim, his majlis gets big, except he doesn't have ujb in his heart. What is ujb? Conceit. That his gathering can get big and then he has conceit in his heart. So here today, we inshaAllah, firstly we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for husn al-khatimah ala sunnati wal jama'ah. And the aqidah of Imam Abu Ja'far al-Tahawi, and the aqidah of Imam Abu Hamid al-Ghazali, rahimahullah, very beloved to me. Imam Abu Hamid al-Ghazali, rahimahullah ta'ala, and the aqidah of Imam Iyad bin Musa al-Yahsubi, rahimahullah ta'ala, Utra bil-Shifa, and the aqidah of Imam Jalaluddin al-Suyuti, rahimahullah, and the aqidah and the manhaj of Fadl al-Haq Khayrabadi rahimahullah ta'ala. How many people now they refer to everyone as a Sulh al-Kulli, but they do not even follow the manhaj of Fadl al-Haq Khayrabadi rahimahullah. When did a Sulh al-Kulli only apply in certain things? Go and read the life of Fadl al-Haq al-Khayrabadi. I'll just mention one date to you. 1857 India. 1857 India. Andaman Islands. Andaman Islands are mentioned in the Sign of Four of Sherlock Holmes, which is a Conan Doyle's book. If you know the book, the Sign of Four, it's not haram to read literature. In there, the man he arrived from the Andaman Islands. But why was that significant? Because Muslim prisoners were placed on the Andaman Islands. And the leading figure was whom? Fadl al-Haq al-Khayrabadi rahimahullah ta'ala. Do not talk to me about restricting the manhaj of Ahl Sunnati wal Jama'ah. We are upon the manhaj of Fadl al-Haq al-Khayrabadi rahimahullah ta'ala. We are on the manhaj of all those ulama Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. So before finishing, I want to mention that it is ma'lum fi ad-din bil-darura. And we will never be munharif from the aqidah of Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. All those ulama sitting on this stage, they agree with everything I have said. Yes? Place your hands up. Everyone agrees with everything I have said. Yes? We will never be munharif from the aqidah of Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. The nuzul of Isa alayhi salam is ma'lum fi ad-din bil-darura min his rafa'. بل رفعه الله إليه is قطع الدلالة in the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala raised Sayyidina Isa. If you believe in al-Mi'raj, the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was ascended on Laylatul Mi'raj, then what is difficult for Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam to ascend? And his nuzul is ma'lum fi ad-din bil-darura 'inda Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah also. Secondly, premierism is kufr. لا شك فيه ولا ريب. There is no doubt in this. The likes of Lenin and others, Hussein Nasr and others, they can have all the PhDs in the world, but we know that Al-Imam Ahmad Sirhindi Allah Ta'ala, what did he stand up for? What did he refuse to bow and prostrate in front of the king? Why? To uphold Tawheed of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. So we believe premierism is kufr. Yes, it is kufr, sarih, bawah. There's no shak, la shakka fi wa la ghaib. And anyone who promotes premierism and premierist is mukhti' bal. He's mistaken and he's misguided. Similarly, khatmun nabuwah, finality of prophethood. Al-Allama Khatib rahimahullah died fighting for that. Many other ulama, they fought for this. When Shah Ahmad Nurani rahimahullah ta'ala, he fought for this all his life. This is something we uphold. Khatmun Nabuwah. Anyone who denies the Khatmun Nabuwah is a kafir out of the fold of Islam. Anyone who attempts to say the so-called Ahmadiyya movement that he is a Khalifa, according to the US Congress, he's a Khalifa. He's not Khalifa of Islam, he's a kafir. Yes, this is ma'alum fi din bi-darura. Anyone who says they are Muslim, he is a kafir also. Irrelevant to where he comes from, how eloquently he speaks. Additionally, insulting Sahaba alayhim ridwan is impermissible. And I said to people that people who do takfir of Shah Ahmad Nurani rahimahullah, they call him a sulh kulli, and they do takfir of him. And then later on, after doing takfir of him, now the Sahaba insulted in front of them and all they do is nod their heads. The manhaj was wrong in the first place. Why was the manhaj wrong? The manhaj was wrong because your approach was wrong from the very onset. And now when the Sahaba are insulted, you nod their head, your manhaj is wrong now. Allah yahdeek. Allah give you guidance. It is impermissible for anyone to insult any Sahabi, whether it's Wahshi or Hind or Abu Sufyan radiallahu anhu. They have a higher status than even Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah ta'ala. So these are things that we uphold, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us husnul khatimah, that we stay on this manhaj. We do not become munharif, we do not sell our deen bi'aradin min ad-dunya or for hasad. There are certain people they only refute because they have hasad. Even if you clarify 10 million times, they will still refute you. Meaning, so many times I've clarified MMA is haram, boxing is haram, praying behind Ahlul Bid'ah is not permitted, is makruh tahrimi, but they will carry on because they are following the manhaj, the munharif manhaj of people who went to one extreme and now they are gone to another extreme. Doing takfir of Muslims without mubarrad, meaning a proper grounding for doing takfir of other Muslims. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to permit us. Firstly, I would like to congratulate Victoria Park Masjid. And many years ago, I refuted you. The committee noticed. And because of your sincerity, the committee, they met me and they said we made amends. They made amends. I refuted the Pir Merasuna. They were doing the Pir Merasuna and the dancing. And I said it's not appropriate for the masjid. Pir Merasuna is not na'at. It's not madh of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What happened today, Burdah al-Madih, is praising Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Big difference. So I would like to commend Victoria Park Masjid that you abandoned bid'ah and amal and you adopted the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and you allow people to sing the Burdah al-Madih praising Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, not deviant thieves. Additionally, our manhaj is very clear. If you associate with a person of bid'ah, you associate with him as an alim mutamakkin who will change that person of bid'ah. If you associate with them, you change them. You reprimand them. You change them. This is essential. It is essential to change them. The ulama, if they do associate, they associate only to change them. But what you do not do is promote the Ahlul Bid'ah where they can misguide the Awam. Why? One of the greatest illnesses that we have today, and another bid'ah, is those people who say it's permissible to blind follow in creed. There are people who misguide the public by saying it is permissible to blind follow in creed. What does this lead to? If the youth here would blind follow people, tomorrow when those people deviate, they deviate with them. It's not permissible to blind follow in Aqidah. You must learn Al-Aqidah al-Tahawiyah. Al-Shaykh Amjad Mahmoud has translated Ghaznawi's commentary on Al-Aqidah al-Tahawiyah. Amal Press. Is it Amal Press? Yes? Heritage Press. Heritage Press. You go on Google, write Heritage Press, Aqidah al-Tahawiyah, Babarti's commentary, Ghaznawi's commentary. It is translated, study it with your local ulama, but do not be blind followers in Aqidah. If your Shaykh deviates tomorrow, you do not deviate with him. Similarly, do not build a cult around any personality, including myself. We do not build a cult personality, it's haram. It's not permissible in the Sharia of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us husn al-khatima, ala sunnati wal jama'ah. Ijtinab ahli bid'ah, avoiding the people of innovation, staying firm on the aqidah of Imam Abu Hamid al-Ghazali rahimahullah ta'ala, and Imam Abu Ja'far al-Tahawi rahimahullah, and Imam Ahmad bin Ismail Abu al-Hasan al-Ash'ari rahimahullah ta'ala. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to rectify our outward and our inward. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم وأتوب إليه.
لبيك 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 يا رسول الله لبيك 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 يا رسول الله.
جزاكم الله خيرا. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepts. Whatever was said and allows and increases Shaykh al-Salah in his ilm, in his knowledge, in his amal, in his practice, in his hope for the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam, his love for the greatest of creations sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Inshallah, we will move on to the final chapter, the 10th chapter, and you're very well aware of the virtues of the Burdah. They have been mentioned multiple times, many times. The ulama say that the one